center down a peg, and it does throw our group into complete disarray. We'll be breaking it down throughout the course of this series, but let's get the pistol sorted first. T-start for the Movistar Riders, Española.
Interesting here. It was like what the desk was saying. This, the first biff as Alex just takes a shot. It's mopoz to find the first head. tabseN down. Krimbo's aggression met with more, and quickly into it. 3-on-4, make it a 3-on-3.
Yeah, all right. And that wasn't like a full commit. So let's take stock. SunPayus still has everything. You could see he was posturing for a top molly.
The strat's ruined though, right?
Yeah,
because they definitely had more in plan than what they've been left with here. So they're having a mid-round right now, straight into syrsoN.
Drive, just bounce.
Oh, that's a goosh. You guys felt that one at home.
That is a real aim punch right to the face. Now, tabseN's already got 1 click in him, and he's got 12 more bullets in the clip to punish again. That's a great molly from SunPayus. Death wasn't ready and has been caught.
Trading.
It's necessary from SunPayus. No armor on him. And oh, faveN loses a lot of health on that. It's not going to cost him the round. Jumping into the shot might, though. Bloody hell, it's close. It lets SunPayus get away, and actually long-range Glock onto the finish off of syrsoN. So faveN unfavored. No kit on him.
Yeah, this is a good crossfire setup right now. daviG can take contact first. Apparently SunPayus wants to. Here comes a flash. Here comes some fun. Just the stalling out tactics here.
It's depressing. It's so depressing for faveN. He can't close the gap. He's almost accepted defeat now. daviG, just by virtue of existing, will take the round. faveN does take all the heads, so no extra treats and special treats for the Movistar Riders.
faveN could buy a faveN now if he wanted, so that's something to get in early for big here if they wanted to go for a force buy. But they tend to be a team to take the conservative approaches. But let's take a little bit of a look here. This was, aggression early just to try and destabilize the Riders. They brute forced their way through ramp. syrsoN just got bopped. This was a good little play here, but the trade and SunPayus. This is impact, right? This is exactly what we're talking about here. These 2 kills basically securing the round in itself. And we will see a force. faveN into that fameN, a scout coming out for syrsoN, standard stuff. Deagles for tabseN and tabseN, and Krimbo onto the MP9. So this is a hard round for Riders to rumble.
Yeah, but if they can get through it, should be looking at a nice headway in your T-side start for Nuke. This is one of those maps where you really, the conversions do dictate how much of a T-haul you're going to be leaving with. I know Captain Obvious has put his underpants on again.
This is a good boost here from Krimbo late, especially we can see where these rifles are postured right now. So if mopoz doesn't go wide and they get stuck in the choke point, we've seen how this can go wrong for a CT if they take too long to fire.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, he's actually going to deliberately let them in. He wants syrsoN to walk 3 in, 1 sweeping.
No one's clearing.
Clearing and
there
dead,
it is.
man. Yeah, and that's the other side of the coin.
I'm not sure why they don't battle in that choke point. I'm sure there's a good reason.
Yeah.
There must be a reason, because we've seen that boost come out a couple times, and SunPayus is on one. I think that was a crispy little tap to the head right there. The AK destroying it, and it is just this fameN, nice and pink.
Silly question, maybe, but I'm pretty sure SunPayus is up there as one of the highest rated players coming into the tournament for Movistar Riders, right? Like he is a win condition for them.
Yeah, I think that when I look at this team, I look to SunPayus, mopoz, and Alex as the trio here to be giving me my impact, and SunPayus being the AWP player. Well, it makes a lot of sense that he's one of the most impactful members of the team. It's him and daviG who came in when it was like Smooya and Steer went out, and that feels like some time ago now when the team was a bit more international than it is now. But SunPayus yesterday, that's where he really made a name for himself in terms of the liquid game.
Yeah, no, so I was not completely flawed in my assumption, but in the last 3 months, he's been the highest rated player with SunPayus. And actually, interestingly enough, Alex is the 2nd highest rated over 3 months for the Movistar Riders with 28 maps played.
I would like it, by the way, if Hecko's listening, if she could find out what is on mopoz's desk. So we know the hand warmer. Right, we can see the mouse bungee on the pad. Interesting technique, but a technique nonetheless. And then there's something that was leather. Is it like a picture of what?
A portable picture frame?
Yeah, what is it?
Or is it his notepad, but it happened to be like kind of rigid and...
Okay, I see what you're just saying there. It could be vertical notes, but what does it say on each page? One says A and the other one says B? Like, I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, he just points to them.
Yeah, all right.
Non-verbal communication. Death's up to the silo and nothing that should go wrong, right? Nothing can go wrong. It's just a deagle on Krimbo. It's a USP for tabseN, who kind of half-heartedly holding the yard area.
Yeah, it's good that they were able to get rid of that fameN on the way out the door just there. Right? We didn't get too excited about it, but it was a pretty stock standard round. But that is a key, because right now it's a bit more of a stroll in the park. It's a lovely spring day.
Maybe you're going to find some hidden chocolate eggs.
Oh, was it Easter time already?
I don't know when I don't even know my perception of time. I had some Easter candy. Yeah.
April, I think.
Yeah, it's close. And some Dutch Easter cookies, or koekjes, as they call them. Koekjes?
Okay, all right.
Koekjes.
Is that how they pronounce it?
Yeah, it's like Koekje. Koekje.
Fair enough. Different language is a mystery.
They are a bit of a mystery, but they are delicious, I'll tell you that much. tabseN dead. Oh, no.
This is the issue. Because Alex had this rotation point covered off, so you can see just by the book Counter-Strike here, color by numbers type stuff. We have vent rotation, there's not much pressure. We're just going to make sure that we get the smoke wall up late, and then we are able to traverse our way down to the lower site.
There's still a couple of people down here who Alex has yet to clear and make their life too much strife. Oh, look at the crosshair with, the flash, the team flash. It's actually given a weapon to syrsoN.
A big weapon too.
Yeah, that's scary. Oh, it gets scarier.
Lads.
It's a 2v2. The bombs loose with 15 seconds left. Panic Stations. mopoz is here to try and clean up their mess.
Lads.
Yeah, like really dangerous. Kill him and solved, but still, someone's going to find that AK. They will not lose it. syrsoN didn't able to utilize it, but God, I mean, for lack of a better term, lads.
Yeah, it was practically a full eco, wasn't it?
It was.
There was only a slight threat. I was just talking how well they did it. You know, they made sure that they got the vent rotation covered off. They get the smoke wall up. Everything's looking good. And then, well, down towards this lower site, turtled up. Cowabunga, the Ninja Turtles spring on out and make this one real interesting. Good stuff from Krimbo on the Deagle there, up close and personal. Now into the syrsoN AWP for the first gun round here. Now we know how important this map is for the Movistar Riders. This could get them secured into the top 3 with just one map victory.
Single map victory, and I mean the same could be said for Big in the reverse. Win a map.
Don't lose and hope that other teams win for you.
Oh, well, I mean, when you put it like that, yeah, okay.
I don't want to really talk about Big's chances. That's the reverse L block.
Yeah, and it hasn't got a gap. No Yanko breakdown necessary for that one.
So yeah, I think like we'll it's not that I don't want to forget about Big, but Big aren't sitting the exam right now.
They're not. No, especially considering what the Movistar Riders have continued to be. I don't even think surprising is the right word, but continue to be threatening to every team in this group. Group C of our ESL Pro League. We are locking 3 teams in. tabseN has knocked daviG on his bottom. Now Krimbo with a lot to deal with, and he's hanging out in the off angle. It isn't easy to retreat, so he's going to stand and fight, and successfully for the first. Swung and neutralized. That's the bomb in ramp spotted, but the numbers favor our CTs. Alex has already managed to make a burrow down in towards the double doors. Oh, easy as that for tabseN. He just swings out on the left side. Silo collection, SunPayus and bomb found. And with 20 seconds left, this one's going to look a little bit limp, a little unintimidating. Deaths, he'd love to get another frag and a plant, but not going to be made easy for him, and it looks like he's actually just going to catch that frag from tiziaN's hunt. Yeah,
just make sure he doesn't go down after time here. That's key, Deaths. So it could be real problematic if he does, because the loss bonus, it's going to put him close to a gun round in the next. If tiziaN starts to swing now, and Deaths, he's just going to hold on to this one here, then not going to be able to run him down in time, or they will. The pre-fire from faveN around the corner, that one is going to sting. Okay, well, doing a bit of yelling back here. Didn't go great for Big yesterday.
It didn't. It didn't.
But they made it close. They definitely made it close against players. It was an overtime on Vertigo, and then Ancient was very, very close indeed. But there's still enough to buy. It's all good. It's all good. Galil's 2 of which daviG and Deaths into those with double Ds. And then for Alex, mopoz, and SunPayus, they're going to be into the AK-47. So let's see what they can operate with here. tabseN, he's going to squirrel away across towards what I used to call red pole, no longer a red pole, and hasn't been a red pole there in about 10 years.
Yeah, but you are rolling it back.
Yeah, it helps with the call.
Yeah, the specifics. Keeping track on opening kills so far. Movistar Riders 3 opening kills, or rather opening duels. Out of the 4 rounds we've seen so far.
Nice molly to keep syrsoN at bay here. It is tabseN who's going to have to do this on his absolute lonesome. Now they will get across, and syrsoN's AWP they still have to get past. That molly slows them down slightly, but Alex has the territory. Now, this flash, does syrsoN stay? Oh, he does, and now they know exactly where the AWP is, so they can start to operate with that in mind. It wouldn't be a terrible idea to try and pressure towards heaven. Just need to get past tabseN now.
Yeah, they can go back out, but no one's looking for warehouse.
That's team flash.
Another team flash death for SunPayus. Not going to be happy with that one, but fortunately, Deaths has clawed it back. Mantling up on the smoke. Now, they smoked off lockers for a reason. tiziaN, responsible for main, and Mini daviG's not going to be scouted immediately.
Oh, Death's found Krimbo and Locker.
Krimbo. They've got full heaven and hell. A two-man main setup now for the top side, but they are going to be very easily exploited.
Need to get the bomb. Look where it is. It's in no man's land right now.
Way, tiziaN with the low HP actually catches mopoz's lobby hold, and God, this is going back and forth. Look at them trading places. tiziaN smart as hell. The fact that he had a two-man main setup now pivots into lobby by virtue of mopoz.
Boys, time. Need the bomb. Need to get to a bomb site. 15 seconds left. What are we doing here?
They love finishing left.
What are we doing here? 10 seconds. Now you got the bomb. You need to worry about this hut play. You might get taken care of it. You can start planning. No, we can't.
You haven't got time. That's the end of the round.
A very winnable round, too.
Very, very winnable. I wonder if they were just so wrapped up in the mid-rounding of how we finish, they kind of forgot they only had 25 seconds. So we're about 1 minute when they started their first step, right? This was the fake flash off syrsoN, take out yard, and finish topside. And they got all the territory. They had a kill hell. This kill onto mopoz ruined everything, because you can see 30 seconds, and now they can disappear off the lobby.
But they knew, this is the thing, right? They knew that syrsoN was lower, so their initial response to go around to heaven was great. It's like, well, he's under, he's either going to stay under, he's going to go in the vent, or he's going to rotate back towards ramp. So we should be able to take a heaven space quite quickly, and they did. But it's from there, I think you're right, indecision. It just looked a little bit strange, didn't it? So Big, yesterday there was a lot of strange rounds. Today, we're getting a couple of strange rounds here early as well. And that's only the first 5 rounds played. So both rounds the Big have posted have come with players from Movistar attempting to save. Death was unable to get away with it the first time, but did the second. So that they're going to retain the Galils, which doesn't sound very exciting, does it? It would have been a bit more exciting if it was the AK-47s. But this is where we are, and this is where we sit. And a timeout called to discuss the options from Blade.
Made in Australia. Radioactive, made in Australia.
Yeah, well, I think we've been sending some parts for cars out.
Yeah, I reckon. Or they just saved all your bathwater.
My personal bathwater?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
So
okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay, all right.
So we watched tabseN hold yard with a USP. Now we get to watch Alex progress it with just a deagle. The smokes do pull out utility, keeps them guessing. If even that incendiary alone implies that
the top explode here, Alex.
Yeah, just straight out. No one looking at the hut position. faveN only good for the one, and even trades. This is the big fight though, and down he goes. tiziaN cleared. Oh, syrsoN does post his first and second in quick succession, but a 1v1 established. SunPayus puts a deagle into his head, and now we've got lots of time for these two to juke it out.
He heard the drop of the gun there, so SunPayus has no idea where Krimbo is, but Krimbo has a decent idea.
SunPayus far off with the crosshair. He did adjust quickly, but Krimbo holds his nerve and secures it for Big Clan. A necessary win.
I think you'd want to buy again here if you're Riders. I know
the 1v1.
Yeah, like these rounds, there haven't been too many players surviving a Big. They haven't been able to build that much of a bank. I don't believe they got the AWP back here to give to syrsoN either. So all in all, why the bloody hell not? It was good trading onto the site. Right, this one here from syrsoN, and then the follow-up, right? Able to pick up 2 as part of this, and that was necessary for him to be able to make this one around that Krimbo could get himself, but they're not. They're going to keep it conservative. All right, Movistar, they should be able to buy next round. This time, syrsoN's aggressive. tabseN's alongside for the ride, and they're going to be smoke criminals here.
tabseN could not have been better prepared. So that's gone lovely.
And flash and go ramp. So Krimbo is going to have to deal with, well, a few.
I reckon he's got at least 2. Oh, there's 3. And syrsoN's going to steal it away from him. So nice to see them farming up some kills, dealing with the conservative buy. NKJ making sure everyone knows he's here. The contrast of the players, all stone-faced, and the coach doing a full Reba.
The thing that happens here is once tabseN gets this kill and then he clears it, syrsoN immediately started rotating to back up Krimbo on ramp, right? So that's just using information to your advantage, and syrsoN is that rotator player. So good for him to get over there quick, smart. But he's got the AWP back out now. And here we go into round number 8. AKs are plenty for the Riders and some quick utility towards yard. This is a 3-man ramp aggression, or at least it was looking like they wanted some form of aggression here. They're stalled out, but SunPayus, you are dicing with death here, my friend.
Yeah, that's the kill every day. Ooh! Ooh!
You've seen 2.
Yeah, and they're both so low. Like SunPayus, sure, he's down 99 damage inflicted.
They're across. This is, again, they noted where the AWP was and they took that space. So they just have to deal with tabseN. And I say just, it's going to be very difficult. Oh, syrsoN, he's going to keep pushing forward here. He might get the top main player.
Oh, yeah, and his crosshair wasn't far off either. But in the meantime, tabseN's been cleared out of lower. There's another to replace him. It's faveN.
Has to fight now. He's ahead of the molly.
He's committed.
Actually works in his favor here.
He gets the info, and that's the easiest frag you'll see for the AWPer today.
This is a hard 1-on-3 for daviG now.
One apart for him, yeah. He'd do well to pluck that low HP AWPer, and he does get a moment to try, but I'm afraid now things will just slow down for daviG.
If he can do some more damage again, right? If he can just take one more gun, take this gun of... Oh, there's a push from Krimbo here. How far do you go, young buck?
Yeah, he's feeling himself. Feeling mo.
If he goes up and over and clears, he will see the barrel of Krimbo, but it's... look, I don't know if he's going to expect the clear. He might just try and go down the ladder. He's walking around. He is checking it. Ah, didn't jump on the railing.
That could have been it.
Well, time again and safe. All right. Bit of this out of the Riders here. They will be chalking up the score 5-3 in favor of the Germans. So Big are bringing things back in fashion. Able to keep 3 alive now. They can start working on a bit of the CT-sided economy. So things are looking better and better.
Would you like a fun fact?
Sure.
Did you know that ladybird orgasms last for 30 minutes?
That's rough.
30? Rough? 30 minutes? I'm sure they're having probably a whale of a time. You know, your life's probably pretty bleak and boring, just eating the little green things and sitting on a leaf. But you get a 30-minute full euphoric ladybird orgasm. That's pretty...
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
It is an interesting fact.
Yeah, it fills the quota. I'm glad I could provide in the absence of our book.
No, the book's back.
Oh, it's back. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
No, look, I wanted to pull it out when we get to the Party Astronauts Liquid game,
oh, that's
because
true.
I think it might come in handy there.
Yeah, well, I'm doing my best to see if we can try and grab ourselves an extra personality as well for Liquid. But it's going to be our first opportunity to cast Liquid as well, get to see the new improved Liquid. They've come into this tournament with some aggression and some very good, clear proficiency.
No, it has been good from them. I think OC is showing that he can get it done at this level, which is nice, right? We've always known about his potential. It's just about seeing it get done in the server against some of the more top teams.
Liquid have an AWPer.
Yeah, it seems strange to say, doesn't it?
Now then. Keeping it conservative. daviG with his saved AK and mopoz. You know what he likes to do with no armor. Silently descends, and Krimbo's been caught by deaths. This actually can spiral very quickly. Now they're down ramp. They've run down ramp. They have vent control for the rotate. Oh, and especially now tabseN's dead. That's a big win from mopoz, the no armor warrior. The no armor warrior has once again caught the rotate. Now the bomb ticking on the low side, and Big, they might have to just cut their losses. Yeah,
you should already be considering the save right here. The fact that Krimbo gets found through the smoke, like he was playing up close and personal to prepare for a little maneuver like that.
I wonder if he was like blocking them, or how did they see it? But we just got to catch them running through him on ramp.
It was good stuff, right? The fact that they were able to use that vent rotate. And it got awkward there for mopoz because he got thrust forward as well by the molly. Now, you have some players, right, who they'll never take those type of risks. And you have some players like mopoz who will always take those type of risks. And if he gets away with it, you can just see exactly what he does here for the team. How much space he can create, how awkward he can make it for those rotations. And almost with this alone, he's won it. So here it is in the smoke.
Does he block?
Oh,
a little bit.
I guess it gets calmed. Oh, never mind. You see more than enough here.
Yeah. Wow. So Desmos was just hanging about for that particular play. And this is the frag that won the round. tabseN rotates down the vents. And I think they want to make sure that NK hears them.
Yeah, there's 5 of them and the coach versus NK. So I think if we had a decibel reader out, maybe Heku can qualify. I think we know who might be louder in this one. But guns out for both teams here.
German culture, it's just like, sorry about my friend. Sorry about him. Yeah, no, I'm trying to chill out. He's done it with weaponry.
Armor too.
He even doesn't have a clue. I mean, you know how comms goes. Normally it could have gone vent.
Oh, that's a huge miss. That's a huge death as well right there. They know that they lost some territory. They want to take some space back. The AWP in heart, you feel like it's a gimme almost.
Yeah, you would think so. Now they can do wall of smokes. Let's just hope that the time is not against them. They've got so much of it, but it's been a bit of a problem. A recurring theme for
fake this time.
Movistar Riders, and this time there won't be anyone maneuvering through it. I think mopoz is actually using that wall of smokes to clear it, so... It's very backwards. It's very backwards.
If he creeps into warehouse, they could do a perfect top split here.
Oh, this is gangster.
Yeah, they have a lot of utility right now. They can molly CT vent. mopoz has a massive gap. Actually, just let him work. This guy, and I mean this in an affectionate way, is a weasel. He gets into all the holes.
And tabseN not traded. How does daviG not come around pre-fire? And Death has got him. A 3-on-3 time, still something I'll be checking in on, but as you've described, yeah, the Weasel wanders. Hello, and goodbye. Lights out for tabseN. Bomb under faveN. And he's going to stand for the main fight, using that smoke to obscure him. Perhaps Alex will sweep and miss him. Timing could be the determining factor here, as Krimbo has taken down that mopoz heaven position. Boys, I hate to spring up the clock again.
Yeah.
It's happening again.
Yeah, we really have to, though. And they're not accounting for him here. This should be round.
Oh, it's fallen over. Just so promising.
I don't know. Why the lack of direction? I guess they're expecting plays to come their way, but if you've watched any of the big demos here from this event, just watch the game they played against Liquid, where they would allow Liquid to go out and take these contentious positions and be like, yeah, we're not going to fight you. What are you going to do with the space? And then they would just like punish them, right? They would punish them. So the same thing's happening here. Big are like, yeah, it's fine. You still have to come to us. They just turtle up. They take these little... This here was so silly. I don't understand as well why they're creeping out Squeaky while mopoz was on the heaven flank. At least let him work on a little bit of space there. So that is a fumble round here from the Riders.
You could see the machine was whirring. You could see the ideas, just not quite able to manifest it. syrsoN goes for another aggressive maneuver. This time he's not going to be punished in the same way he was. That's a big and aggressive fight. Alex has handled business. tabseN was the challenger, and tabseN's real no slouch on the rifle, so just winning the head-to-head aim duel. Gives them another leg up, another opening kill.
Okay, now guys.
Now what happens, Chad, is
How do we mess this one up?
We know what happens here. They stand still, do nothing off their util, and get caught with pins pulled. Got syrsoN farming for a second. Alex is continuing to keep him in it. Oh, huge. Alex, that is a magnificent three-piece. Takes down tabseN. He has kept them constantly level and now seizes the advantage as well. faveN can really step up here now. He doesn't have to go for the commitment to the fight, and the stairs will enable him to fall away. He even has his util to slow their advance, but he's just giving them the space.
I like this, though, because they clear everywhere and they take so long. So sticking to script, what has upset the Riders? Well, taking forever. So here they go again.
Wow, that really fell apart.
This is 3 kills from this one man here. Does he have to ace? Does he have to find him? Okay, you better get a move on. You've got 22 seconds as of now.
They've lost the bomb again, and poor Alex has done everything he could. I mean, could maybe clear this corner on the windows. The smoke is good and promising, but he's just going to have to take the duel. He's not going to be able to get this bomb down. He's been put in such dire circumstances. Not another one. Not another one.
It's the plant now. It has no time. Time is over. Round is won.
Oh, it's horrible. Movistar Riders, they're so close to brilliance, and it's Alex left with 1,200 in his bank account, dies after time with no weapon. He starts it with a lovely opener, but there is something just out of whack with the Movistar Riders' perception of time.
Yeah, maybe living in a parallel universe right now. I was thinking of a name that we could call mopoz, and I think maybe I look towards what the Spanish national animal is. What do you think it is? Should be an easy guess.
The bull.
Yeah, and that could be perfect for the way he likes to play it. What do you think about we call him the bull?
He is the bull, the Taurus. What do they call it? I don't remember.
Isn't that a star sign?
Toro, thank you.
Toro. Yeah, Toro the bull?
Just means bull in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
El Toro.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
yeah, because I think the way that he likes to play, like he's very aggressive and taking space, right? And the bull, he breaks. Yeah, we could do a lot with this.
Yeah, this is fun.
All right.
All right. Well, he definitely is, because he is like a bull in a china shop sometimes as well.
Precisely.
Love it, mate. Love it. Now, we're going to see if Movistar Riders sometimes, perhaps with the lesser buys, they do find a quicker pace.
Should be winning this half right now. It is absurd that the score is 7-4, isn't it? Couple of flubs, couple of fumbles.
A big arm, you know, they are the perfect candidate to punish mistakes, and they will, and will take anything they can get. Giving them the bomb on the floor, and 20 seconds left in the round. There goes El Toro.
Yeah, trying to make that same squeaky play, right? So the fact that he hasn't made the room, who will? SunPayus has gotten across. If you want to go again, syrsoN's here to try and pick up this gap. Oh, Deagle bullets will ring out. So Alex, his position is noted. They are down one more time. Now, this is the thing. They've got 2 players in secret, 2 players back towards the top side of things. deaths and Alex would probably do their best to group up and try and find a pick somewhere. The bomb is lower. That's one of the fortunate things they have going their way. And SunPayus and daviG both have smokes. So something you could opt for here, now that you know that the vent is clear, is you could get deaths to smoke off. You could try and drop down the squeaky door, right, to come and try and help the rotation. daviG and SunPayus could use their smokes in towards the lower side to enable their way into the bomb site. But we are sitting at that 40-second mark. Bomb is getting planted, forcing the rotation. Here it comes.
2 from ramp side. Yeah, good flash to force the line, but tabseN deterred Alex.
Looking for Alex.
Oh, I don't know. They haven't spotted him and clocked him, so now he has the advantage on this flank. It's going to be a question of how quickly he can catch them. daviG, survival integral. 3 from ramp side. Only the kits on faveN and tabseN, and syrsoN's still providing overwatch. daviG ding through the corner, does go down to the pre-fire. SunPayus trying as hard as he might, and Alex has got nothing on his fight. Another round for the Big Clan boys, a couple of seconds to spare. They'll take the half, and NKJ, I reckon he had dinner with the Brazilians.
This is getting wild out there in the server and, well, in the scenes behind the players. So this is the opener. Must have just yet caught a glimpse there on the side of the vent. That's how faveN got the opener. And patience is a virtue right now if you are that of big. They just sit, they wait, and the kills come their way. They don't have to work too hard for them at all. The Riders keep delivering themselves on a silver platter. And we'll get back into another gunny. So the plants have been good. They've been at least contending with space and kills, but closing rounds has been an issue. If you take a look at the last 9 rounds of play, the Riders have only won 1. So realistically, the lion's share of their rounds have come from the pistol with the conversions. The gun rounds have just been rounds they should have won, but haven't. Yeah, and that is the summary. I think Chad Burchell has put it best. Let's go for a top pop. tiziaN's got a reactionary smoke, uses it to hide. He will likely be sprayed down. Scary moment there. daviG has provided the double entry. Chad, there's no way they can lose this one. How do you lose this one?
They can't lose this one.
Because this is the thing, they're already in the site.
Yeah, so like they're not going to run out of time. At all.
No, not at all.
Is it, if anything,
the time's on their side
time
for
is
once.
on their side.
They've flipped the script.
Wait, I've worked it out. Or if they just plant, then the time isn't their enemy, it's their friend.
And now, as you can see, already starting to tick on down, almost halfway mark, and the money, it's not great over there for Big, right? So this moment, if they went for it, they lost all their guns, it would be a breaking point in the game. The fact that they're saving, they can keep themselves in it. Krimbo's going to be able to drop one. syrsoN should be able to do the same. So it's going to be all good as far as the buy department goes. But yeah, this is the chance now for the Riders to give themselves what should have been their half. They can at least make it competitive. They could maybe even try and squeak away 6 or 7. Bomb goes off. That's the 5th. And just as we say it, well, they've finally been able to stop that streak of 3. Everyone has 5 ping.
I'm living,
5 ping feel nice.
Living for Krimbo's half here as well. The fact that he's at the top of the scoreboard with such big names from his region is going to be a sign of things to come. You know, we talked about trying to unearth the next member of the next generation that will just ascend in the same way we've seen a couple of in particular names, you know, looking for the next bit.
Is this like X Factor?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
And this is the German candidate.
Well, Germany's got talent.
Germany's got talent. Simon Cowell says, I hate to tell you how much I loved your performance.
Coming again.
Oh, everyone's blind and tiziaN's dead.
Oh.
faveN with a quick adjustment as he just farms the top side. Oh no! Alex nearly caught out for the full commit, getting a bit bloodlusty there, but that's not going to stop tabseN just making the round a whole lot slower. syrsoN ascending the ladder, SunPayus being locked in from behind. We spoke his name and he's already booked SunPayus with a very precise headshot.
I don't really know what to say about it.
You got anything to say?
Well, it's obviously silly, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he's doing it on purpose.
It seems quite mocking, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But if it gets into your head and it does make you feel silly, then I suppose he's achieved exactly what he came out to do. So, yeah, look, NK's having fun. I don't know if the Riders are having the best of times. They could be having a better time. Krimbo, aggressive ramp. Now, we've seen that come back to bite him once before, but I think the Riders have gone, yeah, we seem to suck in the mid-round. Let's just keep popping top. Out we go again.
Tizian somehow not dead, but daviG does punish the syrsoN Heaven rotate. That's a big step. SunPayus is ready for this as well. And now, very early days, once again, the Movistar Riders with the bomb down should be set for 6. tabseN doesn't need to see his opponents to best them, and they are both grouped up now, talking this through.
It's a quick burst of util there, wasn't it?
He's going to drop the one-way to fake attention. This is cool.
Oh, this is actually very nerdy here. I like this.
Take notes, Rushley. Take notes.
Nut out here is already putting this in a video as we speak.
Hello. And now look, it makes it a 2v2. daviG staring at the site. It's just SunPayus and Alex Crossfire. You have to break. They're worried about lobby as well. They can still, oh, there's no time for this. They have to go now. First, immediately dealt with. SunPayus sends us to the half. It's 9-6. The Movistar Riders loud about that one. And I'm sure they'll be proud if they can convert this. Big plan, their T-side has had its troubles. We'll see if the Germans can run this across the finish line or if we go in the distance as we get our first map deep underway. Second half, just around the corner.
Hey Future Pros! Today I wanted to show you another method to take outside and find picks on the T side of Nuke. This execute will obstruct a lot of vision from the CTs and possibly force a warehouse play.
A living from, so that is sweet. It is endearing for sure. And even apparently there's some amulets he's hanging around the arm of the chair for his family as well. So he's obviously got a lot of, he wants to remind himself of how many people were involved in him getting here.
Yeah, and apparently the hand warmer helps with carpal tunnel. So
yeah.
It sucks that the carpal tunnel is happening, but it's good that he's got something to alleviate a bit of the pain. And that interview, I will give it a retweet, but there's the 1x bet odds in favor of Big.
Yeah, Big given the edge, and I think Movistar Riders didn't quite do themselves entirely of justice. faveN has, though, as Death's caught out. It's supposed to favor the CT receiving, and now with one Glock and one Goosh.
We saw that Goosh before, haven't we?
Yeah, it does leave you a little wanting. tabseN even getting a USP for his long-range engagement. It wasn't ready for SunPayus, but still handles him with ease. And yeah, you got a kit mopoz, but you ain't got any way in. tabseN's looking deadly. He has fallen to mopoz. Getting interesting. Getting very interesting as another swift click to Krimbo. Leaves syrsoN to go clutch. They found him. A quick click out of him as well. They were not just defusing, but now he can run him down. He's isolated them all, and it's a syrsoN clutch, a 1v3 as easy as that. syrsoN doesn't even crack a smile. NK cracks a vocal cord.
Yeah, they almost lost that one there, didn't they? A couple of nice shots coming on through from the Movistar Riders on the retake, but syrsoN, yeah, simple stuff. Right? He's able to isolate a lot of the fights here. You can see mopoz scrambling to get towards that bomb, right? That's a big kill from tabseN, isn't it? So this first one, right, he gets the one-on-one. Now mopoz is scrambling just to get the defuse in, worried about the time. At that moment, he probably had enough to take the fight with his teammate, right? But hindsight, it's a bitch, and syrsoN, he'll pick that one up. Now it's going to be a force buy out of the Riders here. They've had a lot of fumbles within map number 1. We got Vertigo coming up as map number 2. And yeah, nightmare scenario here if they end up getting 2-0'd. Great for Big, and they'll need some more results to go their way. But we're into the top side, and things keep going wrong. tabseN lopping off the head of SunPayus, and the Swag7 tries an audacious maneuver.
Sometimes you have to. I did just see a no-scope headshot out of daviG's scout, and oh, the little stylish flourish of a tag into the deagle frag.
This is better from faveN, right? 17 kills for him. And look, sure, yesterday we were speaking about it a lot against players. He was playing A on Ancient. It actually got a bit more action than what happened for him over on Vertigo, where he was playing B. Yeah. And they just, I swear to God, in an entire overtime game, I think they went B 3 times or something. So faveN was constantly rotating back in. But this is a bit worrying for the Movistar Riders, really. They're down to an eco. It's P250s, D-Eagle, CZ. It's really not the best or most threatening of buys here at all. Next round, we will see the guns come back out, but the game is getting away from them now. This will be 12 for big if they do the likely dance and convert.
Oh, they're so dead. So dead. How has he gotten away with that? What is going on? P250s are equally trading. Changed now by syrsoN's bouncing Mac 10, and he will just surge up the ladder for information. You can use it, especially in rounds like this, that SMG provides a lot of information. Little bursts there into deaths, which should put him on his arse. Now leaving just that mopoz CZ. And I mean, nope. There was a universe I was going to say where they don't check it, but mopoz just flies up the ladder and at least 3 frags, but we are getting very close to a big clan close, and all it took was the conversion of the 3. That is what happens when you only muster 6 from the Movistar Riders.
Really, I feel like that first half they should have won, right? Yeah. Just to reiterate that point. It feels like they should have won that first half, but here we are, here we sit. Now, I think the sentiment from the desk was Movistar Riders have to play against Party Astronauts tomorrow, so it's very unlikely that they lose that game as well as this one. They've already beaten the biggest dogs on campus right now, so taking down Big would have been just the cherry on top.
Stylish way to finish.
Yeah, would have kept them undefeated.
It means a lot to Big. mopoz and Tizian have crossed each other. Just popping into the site. SunPayus up from the rafters. mopoz blind, but so are they, and they just walk past him. Oh, mopoz could do a lot with this. He's actually surged into the lobby from around the world. This is going to be a very quick one if they don't clear him. SunPayus continues with the close quarters AWPing. He's done so much as a top site defender with the AWP 4 from SunPayus. A very stylish way to shut them down with the biggest gun in the server.
Yeah, good stuff there. Good stuff there. Just handling that aggression on towards the top site. Should be, look, enough money for Big to get what most teams would consider a buy. But as I keep touting, Big like to take things more conservative. And the reason I mentioned that it should likely be a buy here is the SunPayus highlights back for everybody. You can see that impact Alex was just talking about. Like, they had 3 players who could have all had AK head armor and 2 who could have gone with Galils or pistols with nades. And this is where Big, I think they understand that they have this lead. They're happy to not try and press the issue here.
Alex should have tabseN dead to right and has a little bit of a taste of his own medicine there.
We've seen this round before, haven't we?
Yeah. Let's see how that one this time translates.
SunPayus is here to help out daviG.
He's got the perfect weapon for the job, Chad. He can just pump them full of lead. Long range, scoped up. Oh, it's satisfying. He's playing a different video game right now, but faveN has put the AUG down. Fake flash into SunPayus. A nice attempt, all the same.
So I played a FaZe game this morning, as I always do. I played a couple, and one of them we played a Nuke game, and I had three gentlemen on my team who were, I think they were Polish, and we were getting owned. Kenzie from Force was on the team, just absolutely blasting us, like wrecking us, absolutely. Yeah. And we lost the half 12-3 T-side. And my guys on my team, the entire time, they were just like silenced M4 and would laugh, right? And I was like, okay, like fair enough. If that's the reason you think we're losing, then fine. We get onto the other side. We won 13 rounds straight, and these guys just popped off with the silenced M4s. I couldn't bloody believe it. So, yeah, playing a massive factor, the silenced M4s.
But now they just basically have 2 rounds like this, Chad. You know, you were criticizing the buy. Look what they've come up with.
Well, maybe they can win this one. They're down. They're in.
And they've got the frags. So, yeah, maybe I should bite my tongue because it's working. It's... Do I even say working? Do I say work?
It's worked. It has to be a save.
Oh. I mean, there I am. Expecting to see all the rifles, all the bells and whistles. They just wrestle for ramp control. And yeah, we just sit here and watch as the round falls away from the Movistar Riders with a full buy.
I don't want to call things way too early here, but I think I will. I feel like this actually could be a big 2-0. I really do think that, and obviously we mentioned all the results. The desk was covering off. There's a couple of nice graphics. There's a lot more stuff that has to get sifted on through. It's extremely unlikely that the Movistar Riders don't make the top 3, right? Extremely, extremely unlikely. So they just need to pick up a map here, or they can pick up one tomorrow and a win, and it's all good in the hood. But this is the thing. This is where, you know, Big can actually. Look, this is the next problem I have. I don't know how likely it is Big make it through, like, but at least they're showing some better Counter-Strike, and it kind of the same thing. Remember what happened with Vitality? Remember how Vitality had a rough go of things, and then when it got to the final day, FaZe kind of needed Vitality to wake up, and they did. So maybe now that... I don't even know if it's the pressure. I don't know. It didn't feel like this was too much of a pressure-filled group.
I mean, the pressure probably was given to them when they spoke to the admin team today. And they were asking about their chances, and they were told you're guaranteed bottom 3 if you lose 2-0 today.
Yeah.
That's gonna...
Keeping the dreams alive.
That's gonna, yeah, that's gonna light a fire. Oh,
like this.
Yeah, this is geeky. This is lovely. Getting it set up, and no one's there.
But how long do you stay? You know, you're up here now. You're chilling out.
You don't, when Tizian's dead, you don't get to stick around long. But it's nice to see Big Clan once again showing that they have got a very wide playbook.
Setting syrsoN up, right? Giving him another opportunity to find a peak. But maybe this is the bounce back from the Riders. Can get themselves to 9. I'm not really too worried for Big here at all, because I just feel like even if they lose one, they will just get some pistols and rush somewhere and get the round done. But you can see the outside execute being pieced together here.
Uh-oh.
It's a tidy looking barrel, isn't it?
As Toro roaming as he's found himself the double. Good to see his name back in the feed. He has his hot moments, his cold moments. I think by virtue of his volatile style of play and decision making, it is going to be that way.
Precisely so.
Now, SunPayus, can he leave with a frag in this posted up position? What a shot out of tabseN. Now I imagine Krimbo's going to have a leash put on him. He's just there to contain and eventually leave. Yeah,
let syrsoN work with this AWP. It might even be a save if they don't get another kill here, because we're at 25 seconds right now. faveN would be the best bet, and then Krimbo comes... Oh, they know where the AWP is. They can scout quite quickly now. There's the pressure. Should be up faveN to top split.
Yeah, could be. mopoz has gone around the world, stabilizes the aim, and with 10 seconds left, it's a tough decision to make.
Yeah, save. Keep that AWP for syrsoN and give him another chance, maybe with that boost again. Right, you can maybe run the boost one more time here.
Yeah, they didn't
just see if you could find it. Because you will just be holding onto these 2 rifles. Now, as far as the economy goes, faveN can buy tiziaN, can do the same, and Krimbo, he's going to likely see himself on a Galil. But a break point in the game, again, possible here for the Riders. Lost bonus for both teams towards the bottom of the barrel because of the back and forth nature of these rounds. That was the opener from mopoz. And then you saw the push right here, the tantalizing barrel. Very, very juicy for him to charge on down his prey. Seeing red.
Yeah, very nice little cancel on the spray there as well. 5 HP, you realize you're just a little misadjusted. We have got the holy trinity of map pools, so you say it could be a big 2-0. I would like to see the 3rd map Ancient play.
I think we need the Riders to win this to get to...
Oh, so you really don't think Vertigo Movistar Riders is doable? I've seen them win some big games on that.
Yeah, it probably is. I don't know. I just think with all the flubs I've seen in this game so far, if those continue, if they continue to be commonplace, then it's going to be very hard to win games.
Okay, well, at this point in time, this is a big round to determine if Movistar Riders can continue to be a threat. Oh, Nuke.
Difficult game Alex is playing here, right? Because now he is completely isolated. Oh, the dink on the fade.
Oh,
you're going to feel rough about that.
He did find it. mopoz has actually managed to claw them back, the lob frag onto the lobby lurk. And now SunPayus tested, drops his util, getting run down and cancels it with the flames. So
that's the exact same CT setup here, isn't it?
Seen this before. And lots of information you can see. Perfect cam. I like our observers. tiziaN likes mopoz. Just a bit of an over-aggression. Now deaths can be isolated. Krimbo's sharp. And an aggressive angle from Death has put the bomb on the floor. He nearly gets another. They're both dinked. Both with 9 HP.
But SunPayus has the AWP. Oh. He'll have to, they're going to have called the dinks, right? You know the dink in warehouse, and you just called the dink just there. So keep the pistol out.
2 clicks is possible, but it's not going to be easy. Far from easy. tiziaN might go wide on this one. SunPayus has got the sensitivity and the reactions necessary. He could and does find the head of the first. Likely heaven. Considers it. tabseN to play this one out. tabseN, does he call the bluff? Oh, will do nicely. SunPayus closes it with style. Those dinks were not for nothing.
No, and that communication was definitely received. The fact that he kept the pistol out the entire time, I was surprised to see him not try and pick up the AK after that initial kill, but at the same time, you don't know how many bullets are left in it. You don't know what the result of that gun would be, and a good one to steal away, because there was so much damage done here, especially this kill. This is one of the most frustrating deaths for Alex. It's like, man, I hit him in the head. Like, he should be dead, right?
And you adjusted first. You know, like, he had the the vision obscured by the smoke fade. So you really hit the reaction shot you had to. It's just a question of there not being a follow-up. Great. And the fact he hits the headshot, overkill on this one. Real just reaction into tiziaN's skull. And yeah, tabseN had to check it. You know, just keeping it simple, playing it by the book.
Yeah, didn't have any nades to try and make that easy for him. But they're definitely back in it now, and a timeout has been called, so discussions to be had here. And Big, it's just another light pistol round. But the thing is, they shouldn't be too devastated because they've already done a lot with just a light pistol round like this. I think they had a Galil last time they were able to pull it off, but they just skyrocketed their way towards the B bomb site. Let's see, they have a lot of utility. They can manufacture openings here with their sets. Smoke walls yard, you can blow open that squeaky door, get the flashes in and through. Here's the squeaky nade.
Everyone's got at least one bit of util.
This is the smoke right now to, well, at least give the impression you can drop vent. Deaths has dealt with that.
Deaths is going to keep clicking and telling you it's definitely not been Ven. And instead, they run into the Org. daviG loves an anti-eco Org. And it's the perfect weapon for the job again, I say, as he is going to get some support. SunPayus hits the wall bang. Oh, no, a bit greedy. No problem. Unless syrsoN somehow miraculously doesn't die to daviG and then pieces together himself the AWP. He could
He's
retrieve.
1 on 3 already.
He has, but he's not ready for that push-up. Alex, nice to stay proactive, not living in fear of the potential, and even bringing in SunPayus' AWP as if he needed it with 8 grand in the bank. Okay, gap closing, and this is where I will, you know, return to the battle of the yells, just because there's going to be that contrast. And Chad, you know, I'm preaching to the choir on this one. When you do, you know, celebrate every round you win, suddenly the absence of NK's roars, it only enhances the streak the enemy's having.
Yeah, when I played International Counter-Strike, I didn't get to yell too much. There wasn't too many games where things were going right. But look, I think it's one of those, it never got in my head if the other team was yelling back. It never even bothered me at all. I was like, okay, cool, you're excited too. I'm glad, because it's a competition. So yeah, I don't think it's likely going to get to the Riders here unless they, you know, start.
No, I was talking about getting to Big Clan.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
NK's very quiet now. We are required to just run this one home. 13 now to 11, as it has been 5 rounds of the last 6 going to the Movistar Riders' way. This is Big Clan now kept level, but daviG
kind of out of position here.
very much so. He's not prepared for this, but neither were they. He gets a lot of damage. SunPayus can confirm it, but faveN's doing a lot for his squad. 21 frags and counting as he pulls it back to a man advantage for the T's.
Now this is the thing, if they just, oh, the timing. He's been spotted though. This is the thing, Big did this on the CT side. They're happy to do it here on the T side too. They know the CTs need to play aggressive, so they just sit and they wait for at least some information, and they have a piece just given to them. Now this is a great play from Alex here. If they go out and around, he should have an easy kill. Just going up though.
Oh, they're in perfect positions to punish this move. And mopoz the only. Oh, chill. 38 seconds, and Alex confirms it. Oh, he nearly killed them both, and they might. faveN. Oh, forced off, down and out. Bomb now lose. The teamwork is making this dream a reality. 25 seconds, and syrsoN's was ramp, last seen ramp, equipped with an AWP and a full belt of util. The only issue could be mopoz not ready for hut walkout. He has a look. syrsoN's quick though, he is a threat. Don't give him an inch, he could take a mile. An intimidating presence, but looks like time is against him, and he will retreat to maintain the zoom banger.
Okay, well, gets to hold on to his AWP at least. They're not going to be able to chase him down here, but just the Riders getting through that one there. So great to convert that one, but it got very sketchy, right? daviG, his spam, he could have had 3 kills at ramp, but the bullets just wouldn't connect. This is what happened in the early exchange of yard. faveN got an opening on deaths, and that was the one back to keep it at the 4v4. But both of them were aware that heaven seemed to be the port of call, and they were both able to play in positions to deny any of this room. So one, forcing them into the other, and the mopoz-Alex combo get it across the line.
It's like an alley-oop, isn't it? Really satisfying to watch play out. Really cool. All right.
Big time out here. And I'm not talking about the magnitude in the game. I'm talking about from the Big Clan. They have this AWP. It feels like there's been so many rounds in this half. I can think there's 4, a minimum of 4 so far, where Big have just had like pistols like this, right? The Deagles are a little bit meatier, and the AWP, well, that sweetens the deal. But they haven't always had the best of buys going for them. Let's see, syrsoN, what can you give us? You gotta give us something.
Early util dump just to keep the T progress at bay. You can see tiziaN's been given a couple of opportunities to throw a double smoke.
Util expert.
Yep, just leave it to me, boys. Leave it with me.
And this allows them to scale a little bit quicker behind the smokes. That's a massive bit of space there for faveN to have taken now. thing is, where they have to respect this, they usually will turtle up a bit more, and they were already quite turtled in the setup here. Alex is trying to chase him. They want to deal with the rotation.
Oh, they know he's there. They got the information without a death.
Alex should be able to kill him in the backlines here, but it's going to come down to timing. He needs to...
He's got it and dropped the util.
Well played.
Yeah, he beat you.
Well played.
To the sentence. He does achieve everything he needed to. And now, oh, SunPayus, you are playing with fire with his wide swing. Does plug tabseN from the pack, more where that came from. And actually, wow, he full commits to the inner sight.
This is good, right? Because if he goes back into the AWP, the fight's slightly favored here for syrsoN, who is set up on the angle. It would have been a flash necessary to try and re-enable this of SunPayus, but now they can also put more pressure towards Hut and Squeaky and try and take that space back. If they want to come up heaven again, that's fine, right? You're happy to take those fights with the M4s. Another one for SunPayus, 23 and counting.
Going to be a frustrating AWP to play against, isn't he? Oh, he's inside, posted on my main angle. tabseN, nice movement, but it's syrsoN once again thrust into the clutch with no time to really project, or rather create anything. He's being pushed on ramp, trophy locked in. He's actually read SunPayus is clear very well. And it will be another frag for syrsoN, but loses his AWP. Movistar feel the decibels of the competitive ESL Pro League arena, 13-13. We're going to be getting the rifles out for Big Clan, but currently the 9-6 half leveling out.
Yeah, this is where it's really going to start to spice up, right? Because we do eventually get another big buy coming on through. They won't have the syrsoN AWP available, I don't believe, so we have to operate with an AK here. And Kevlar wasn't even able to buy head armor, knowing that he needs to get out that util. So big buys for both teams. Yards going to be smoked again, as per tradition here on Nuke. Aggressive Molotov to deal with anybody pushing up, but they're happy to sit on back. Standard L block, 3 towards lobby and 2 towards yard, as Krimbo and tabseN are starting this crawl. They could do a top split here, coming through those main smokes. Oh!
Wow, though, that is a bit of a hazard, a bit of a dunk onto tabseN. Now, they have to operate without a man advantage. faveN has done a lot with that. Krimbo gone. Alex continuing to be a threat in yard.
Yeah, completely neutralized that entire prong. So now it's everybody else through lobby, unless they want to try and regather and go again. But util's a problem now.
Oh, no.
Shot.
Yeah, mopoz has given tabseN a way in, and they are going to flood out this hut. Alex could do more. It's not the kill he was looking for. Instead,
how low they are.
Yeah, it's not the weapon for the job, but he wants to go up the vents. He wants to wait for his teammate as well, so they strike in unison. Oh, he's caught faveN, and is one close. The nade would have been perfect, doesn't choose to play it. Instead it's daviG, and he loses his life. Still winnable. SunPayus not anymore. tabseN with a hard clear.
And there's the yells back on the other side. That is a hard one to see them lose again. They had the number advantage there, and just some wobbly aim, right, was the undoing. 2 kills towards the yard position. This was the perfect underarm nade. Beautiful stuff there, landing right on the toes. The second was good. It gets traded back immediately by faveN into that squeaky door position. But swinging out for info dies, and then this one here, you know, the damage, it's not enough. It's not lethal. It hasn't caused too many issues for Big, who'll be the first to get to 14.
Well, that was a big round. That was a big round for... Oh, damn it, I realized what they've called themselves. It was a huge round for Big. And we will get to see SunPayus equipped with the AWP. So syrsoN gets his back out as well with an encouraging shoulder rub given. We're ready for round 28 of Nuke.
Yes, it has been working, right? That round started great. So go the same again and just tighten it up when you have that advantage there late. Make sure you're playing together at all times, because it just takes one kill and you can see how quickly things fall apart. Alex is going to get himself into a FAMAS here, and we are back underway.
Game on. Big round. Alex is trying to be a bit funky with it. Players are usually pretty well drilled. It's rare to get caught out by this, but the gap is there, exploited and traded. tabseN re-smoking as he progresses straight through. Trying to obscure SunPayus and mopoz's hunts, and they're blocking each other. They won't have any idea. I think tabseN worked it out first. Oh, he got caught on the switch. mopoz will take him down, and death's tucked in tight. Knows tabseN likes to play close in hut. But this is a man advantage now for the Movistar Riders, and daviG here on the ramp has to drop off to play the numbers, play your life. Gives them ramp. No info lower. Lobby's still under the remit of Big Clan.
SunPayus is kind of having to worry about hell as well as the yard crawl. And I think the fact that you have 2 players lower and well, I don't even want to say 2 players upper because SunPayus is kind of removed from the pack. This means mopoz has to activate like this and get them some info because right now there are way too many unknowns in this 3-on-4 and they just lost a 3-on-4. This one hasn't happened as quickly, but it still could. It is literally just deaths on top side. Like, he needs 1 here. They might try and go for the vent drop, which would be a great call to deal with Davy G's position right now. And look how much room they're being given. Nobody's accounting for this, so they could just walk out and drop under, but SunPayus, this could change everything. If he peeks towards Squeaky, could catch them off guard.
Oh, they'll look now. Drops. Becoming top. Gets the bomb on the floor. They don't clear deaths. And syrsoN has to accept defeat.
Seen this a few times, haven't we? The AWP is going to be retained this time, up on towards the T roof. 5 seconds remaining. That clock is going to expire and will be 14-14. So we're going to keep it close as you like, continuing this back and forth affair of the game. It has really tightened up here. Loss bonus is in the favor of Big, however. Right, so they get a little bit more cash. They're able to get in a few more AKs here than otherwise. Some Galils can make up for the lack of funds and the rest. And this was so awkward towards Yard. We have had a couple of these really strange moments out here, you know, just looking for each other in the smoke. And at that moment, tabseN, he ducked up, right? So SunPayus again getting there just in time.
He's doing a lot for the Movistar Riders, delivering frags when they need them most. Not going to lose a man advantage this time. tabseN looking like he's got some pep in his step as he's charging straight towards a strafe. And a gap. Spotted and executes him.
Well done. Well done here. He's given the team a leg up right now. They just need to hold on, right? Try not to give anything back. And it has been easy for faveN to find picks towards Squeaky before. There is no molly for this CT vent, so mopoz is actually in a very good spot here.
Oh, faveN's just ahead of the molly, burns through.
He might want to peek. He heard the audible.
Yeah, he knows they're out the door.
If he peeks it... Oh, never mind. It's covered now.
They just walk out the smoke, courtesy of faveN. Timing is everything. mopoz, when will you strike? Finds the time and the frag. One slip down. It was syrsoN and he's dealt with. So 15 is found first by the Movistar Riders. This is quite the recovery. They are looking loud and indeed a little motivated. Look what it's done to Big Clan, Chad. No one has got the funds to truly put their best foot forward in match point, or rather map point. Do we correct myself?
I think the thing is, because they do it every round they win anyway, it's just kind of part of their identity. They can have some fun with it. It's like, yeah, that's all right. We did this. Don't worry, it's all good.
Meanwhile, it's like, you know, NK kind of giving me the vibes of like parents at a kids football game, you know, like,
oh, okay, yeah.
Nice, Timmy! Yeah. Yes!
I see what you're
Timmy's just like,
this.
Dad, I go to school with them. I
gotta see him on Monday.
Friends with them, dude.
We're choir practice.
Rack them!
But this is real problems right now for Big, though. And I think the thing is they can win with this type of a buy because we've already seen them do it. And look, if you're that of the Movistar Riders right now, you have to be expecting something with a bit of quickness to it, right? Yeah. So use your early nades, get your mollies in, get your smokes in, make sure you cut off these choke points. Have your gun out if they're ready to come through a smoke. Top heart molly, thrown on out. syrsoN looking to line up some more util. tabseN making his way on towards top main, and there was nobody close to hear that fall. So likely here unannounced. Here we go.
Oh, that's pacey. Death's gone. They'll play for the retake. mopoz doesn't even get to play the game. The flashes were too good. Top site already open for business. They're coming in from heaven. Tizian's got the perfect weapon. There's the util, but tabseN's still fragging. And Krimbo, who's about to win us and send us to overtime. A double spray, just like that. We will go again. Inseparable in regulation. NK finds his voice once more, and you'll hear ours in just 2 minutes. We're going to catch our breath as the players do, composing themselves. Movistar Riders Big, back in a minute.
Why is he just like the player everyone wants to be? Like the flicky, stylish AWPer and the aggressive rifler? Like, what's going on? Now for syrsoN, he's got his work cut out for him. Ooh, bit of noise made, but there's syrsoN, nails the shot.
syrsoN, he's already on a double on this round. No one's watching it. syrsoN. Oh!
follow-up. syrsoN is on for the 8.
syrsoN in the window is smoked off. This is for the map. This is for the game. And he's waiting in the window. They have no idea. The smoke phase of this shot. He gets the kill. He gets him off the bomb. The pistol's out. The P250 might just save Big once again. And he's done it all on his own.
Goes down, it will fall to syrsoN, and he's hit some good shots. Very good shots. A double. Nuke on ramp, he taps away. It's a good duel. They double up, and he hits them both. syrsoN here with the orb, but he's putting on a bit of a show. A fast wrapping long is Hunter. The only man left, syrsoN.
In the chat, Chad, they've been enjoying this game. I think a competitive one. It always gets the players riled up in the right way. And Alex has been great in yards. So we get into overtime. This is a mix-up from him.
Yeah, he only did this one time, and I think that was against like the eco round, right? So this is a bit of a change-up here. They've been giving a lot of space towards yard, and tabseN has been abusing that. So you can understand why they've gone for this. They're in the total setup with SunPayus over towards the heaven position, rotating with the orb. daviG's been a pressure point for ramp, but he's still solo there. And mopoz and deaths, they have to deal with the top side. So SunPayus continuing to keep himself mobile, manufacturing as many openings as he can. Here comes the yard crawl on Alex's plate. He'll get a warning system.
Big are so diligent, though. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a pop flash or a Molotov. Oh, he actually just peeks and gives them the info, so he is going to be in a lot of trouble now. Dumps his util and, yeah, sprayed down. He was never getting out of there. So Big have been given it just by courtesy of Alex wanting answers. Oh.
Might need a gamble.
Oh, wow. Tiny slither of syrsoN. Enables one back, but still
secret.
Very awkward position for deaths to be in. He needs this fight on faveN, and faveN's just going to go down silently as well. So really nice movement from Big. It's enabled them to have the low sight for free.
They all have to rotate through ramp right here, so if you just keep this choke point smoked.
Oh, loud, 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 loud. He's threading the needle. Krimbo, will he check? Oh, wow. Wow, huge moves from daviG. Doesn't find the low HP of tabseN. That could have been round defining.
Well, they have come back on down through secret behind here.
That enables a quick freebie, but that death.
Going to clear his corners, is he?
Death gets a warning shot now. faveN towards control, playing with deaths with the sound cue might lead to lull him into a false sense of security. The AWP SunPayus to try and assist. Nice bait, but the barrel betrays. Time-sensitive mission now, and he has to be going on the bomb, so no fun for SunPayus to be having here. Good Molotov, but shot down. And Big Clan, they build off of that. I think Alex is going to be punching his desk. He's definitely been a part of a lot of the rounds they have won. He's been a huge contributor in some of those, but also he's been unlucky. I think the 4K required ace is another one where he did so much and couldn't get the result he desired. This time, his death has led to a lost bottom sight.
Yeah, this was a good reaction again here. So once that AWP was noted to be on the passive line, they knew they were past. They took that secret control here in the vent dive immediately out of faveN. At that point, I already thought the round was over here. Davi did his best to make it interesting, but the fact he only gets one, same with deaths here. One of the two of them needed a double kill, and they never knew where tzyzyaN was during all of that anyway. So he was always going to be the sleeper agent there to get activated within the late round.
Okay. Okay. They're completely not checking him. Does he have the discipline? Does he have the discipline? Oh, perfect. Not going to get the second.
Geez, so many dinks without the conversion for poor Alex.
Yeah, he's been having one of those games.
Wow, he's taken syrsoN out, right? So at least the menace that is the AWPer has been completely removed from this, but they don't know what's behind those smokes. They don't know if they've continued forward. They don't know if they've backed on off, and we can tell that they have dropped all the way back. So again, death's on his own in this top site.
Yeah, it's a nasty position to have to play when you're on the hut and you're committed, and the sound cues can be enough of a cue to commit.
Especially with Squeaky Door blown off, right? Like, then you actually have to check between hut and Squeaky all the time. With it open, I mean, with it closed, it's okay. Oh, mopoz, you might find him here. He should be here in the pins. Just look around. Who hasn't pulled the pin yet? He's pulled it now.
mopoz doesn't have a clue. Oh, okay. Well, Krimbo's coming main. The frag from Pius is great.
They go on ramp.
This is even better. Nice flank from mopoz. It all pays off in the end. Krimbo, the unknown entity.
I think Death would have heard him, so they should know his yard, but...
They do. Oh, that's
Davy didn't get the message.
Oh, yeah, no, not enough. Not quick enough. Gets himself a flash, and he's got to try and get the bomb. Oh, he's doing a lot here, Krimbo. He's threatening. He's scary. He's stylish. He's just about gotten away. He might be able to get a plant out of this.
Oh, faking it. They haven't fallen for it, but look where SunPayus is, though. He's a counter for this. Good stuff from SunPayus here. Bang. Really well done. Yeah, they read the play. Really, really good stuff there. They didn't hear the trundling down towards lower, right? They were expecting more footsteps. That's why they didn't start chasing. So at least a decent attempt from Krimbo there, but we are tied up 16-16. I hope that was just us.
Maybe it was. If it wasn't...
That was like in slow motion.
That was so unique. It was like we had a little fairy in the system.
That was fun.
Little ball of light that came to visit us.
I'd just go hard top. Why not?
Yeah, they are. faveN at least going to get himself out to vent, and the spray good for damage and a frag. mopoz is going to finish him right here. He's right next to them.
What?
Yeah, they heard it.
What?
Funky, this is fruity. He's not ready for another one. He thinks they've already passed. You've got the bomb.
Can't believe he's luck, I bet.
You've got the bomb, mopoz. He's kind of trying to process it himself. Like, wait, bomb's down here with me. faveN's disappeared. He has to break glass for this, though, so he's going to come back. And... they don't get simpler than that one. I'm afraid I didn't do that round justice, folks. I didn't quite catch just how quickly that one fell apart for Big.
The spam through, right? If you're the main player and they have been going for those type of plays, you never know if you're going to connect or not. You never know if it's actually going to slow them down or if it's going to do too much damage right there. But that was the start they were looking for. Now, how can they lose a 2-on-5 here?
Oh, I think syrsoN and Krimbo will teach us.
Okay, well, when the bomb is there, you would really have to stuff things up to lose this type of a round.
You would. Davy G would have to, I don't know, like, charge up the ladder.
But you have to go for it, Big. It's the last round of the first half.
You seen syrsoN hit these?
Yeah, I have.
Quick scope. Oh, he does!
He did hit it.
Yeah, that enables Krimbo to get himself the double and maybe even the bomb, because mopoz's gone.
Gentlemen.
Alex is going to hear that, and it's SunPayus' responsibility for the low site.
Event to top.
Oh, and he gets away with it. He's got smoke, drop the molly. Plant in the 5 seconds it's up. They have to disrespect or wait. They get the bomb down. Krimbo looking for an ace clutch. This rookie playing much more advanced Counter-Strike than most have grown to expect. Someone of his years. And he's posted up, ready for this faveN fight. This is getting scary for the Movistar Riders. Boys, you ain't got time for this. It's just a question of timing. Krimbo distracted by the SunPayus steps. faveN arrives, and faveN delivers. That was scary for the Movistar Riders. 4 versus 2, and it gets intimidating.
Yeah, look, when you look at that right there, when you take a little bit look, the bomb's down, there's some issues with playing the bomb. And the fact that they're able to get 2 kills with both of them coming down the vent, they did a good job there, Big, to make that one quite interesting. But we'll get a little bit of a replay here of as they're starting to bust out Squeaky Door, right? So you drop that molly, and this is the bullets coming through, right? So as the main player, you never feel like you're going to do too much, but he did, right? And that's the thing, that you have to try and slow them down, stall them out as best you can. And they are able to pick up this round. So good stuff there from Alex to finish things off. He's been having a game, but here we go. Back in the fray, and here's syrsoN's aggressive AWP. The man we just mentioned, Alex, he's dead. He has to wait this one out for the next minute and 39.
Those sides have swapped. We get to see the Spaniards on the attack. A man advantage, or rather a round advantage for the Spaniards. A man advantage for Big Clan. 90 seconds on the clock. Davy G looking to line up a bit of a wall of smokes with his cronies.
But when they've had number advantages, they've lost rounds on the T side. So now that they have a number disadvantage, let's see what the Riders can get away with here. Doing the smoke wall towards Yard. Big don't have anybody down towards B just yet, but it shouldn't be too many dramas for them to rotate one. They've thrown a molly towards top secret to stall this out and turning their affections back towards top, because remember, for the Riders, they kind of hit the switch of, well, our mid rounds aren't great on the T side. We're just going to execute on this A side, and it looks like they want to do the same again. But it's going to be much harder to break against Big right now. They have so many bodies here. And we also remember time was an issue.
It was, you remember. mopoz just jumped across the scope of syrsoN twice and gets away with it.
Not very threatening though, is it?
No.
So here we go. They're going to have to trade out efficiently here on the top side.
faveN returning to the top part. Oof, just catching one. That's a big find onto Krimbo. Maybe they don't check cut. They will now. Even trades. Need mopoz to come online now. tabseN and tabseN are doing a lot. The flames from deaths catch one from the grave, and Pius doesn't have the health all the time.
Oh, if he comes up, kills the guy quickly, lockers, and sprints up the ladder, he might have a shot here, but it's going to have to be super quick.
Time.
Bro, just kill him.
Time.
Okay, I guess he is really just having fun with things. I guess they're truly just having a bit of fun with things. So they've denied the AWP. But they did win the round, and with the 12-5, I still don't think the economy is going to be too much of an issue here.
No, I mean, I guess you don't get to knife syrsoN on land many often.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You can have a bit of fun with it. So, yeah, SunPayus bringing out that stabby stab. Will get himself another kill, but we are tied up 17-17, and this is how syrsoN kick things off. That aggression. The thing is, with that position Krimbo was playing, because they were expecting a top explode, right, what we were just talking about, he was playing anti-flash looking into that rafter, so he was hoping that they would get the utility to give it away, but there was no nades. It was just
contact.
a dry walk on out.
Bit of a perk to that, I suppose. Whoa, CT well placed incendiary, denies SunPayus early presence.
This is going to be a full-on yard commit here. You can see daviG still in spawn with the bomb, and Death's position. They are lining up a set smoke wall here, but oh, one of them stop-starter. They are going to be coming out now. This is the reverse L block, I suppose.
Counterable by that, which Alex has actually kind of set up and pre-aimed. That works out wonderfully for an opening kill. Movistar Riders are in hot pursuit.
They've committed 4 down. SunPayus can stay towards Yard. It's just faveN they need to get past right now. And then later in the round, Krimbo is going to come down from the ramp position.
The late SunPayus. But they've got all of their squad gathered here in the corridors. faveN opts for decon. mopoz loud about this. He's clearing his fence, and that's an easy headshot. faveN not going to get traded. In fact, he's allowed to get away. Good play from faveN, just in terms of delaying. We know the clock can get the better of the Movistar Riders. Oh, he should be dead now. Great catch, but traded. Krimbo delays. 20 seconds. He's ready to play. They haven't got much. They're running out of players. Good shooting. Now 2-on-2. Bomb to be planted. Uncontestable. syrsoN and tabseN piecing together the clutch. One from the vent side. And syrsoN. Oh, and he hits.
Heard the scope.
Yeah, SunPayus is going to be known, and he still hits the shot necessary. They're going to have their first opportunity unless tabseN's got a 1v2 in the bank. Next check could be lethal. tabseN doesn't find the head, it's just shoulders, and that should be enough to secure the round. He's trying to do everything he can and has isolated the 1v1. Death just has to play the time. It's open planted, catches him as he transitions. Brave from Deaths, a double from him as well. 18. We do have map point for the Movistar Riders.
You could see how that round could get out of control as well, with all 3 of them trying to single file through the single door, right? So Krimbo, he set up just to take those fights one at a time. Great work here to be able to trade off the back of them. So Death's kill there is huge, and this one here is massive as well, considering syrsoN did hear the scope and knew that there was going to be a player up close and personal. So great awareness there from SunPayus, and we do look into the final round of our first OT. If it goes 18-18, we do it all again. But 19 is the magic number that the Riders are looking for. What can the ball give us?
Oh, nothing. Krimbo shuts him down. Krimbo seeing red. And now, early deaths. Typically converted. This already points fingers towards a Movistar slip-up. syrsoN this time is going to be there to receive them if they do try another secret smokes. And he'll also be able to be a beacon of information if he does continue to round that corner. Going to be interesting to see how far they get with this.
The thing is, as well, as you mentioned, the fact that syrsoN's down there, he does not need any help, right? He's in a position where he can take a shot and fall, and he even has the smoke to drop too. So Alex is going to need to do something masterful right now. He's getting licked by the flames. It's almost like he's going to get forced in towards syrsoN here, and Krimbo can probably finish the round over towards ramp.
Oh, nice bait. Really good play from Alex. Forces the shot, gets syrsoN into a defensive line. Now Krimbo boosted. Is he alone? He's got tabseN to summon. Not going to clear him. Oh, they do. daviG with an important swipe. syrsoN reveals himself, and now on the retreat, they could go down. syrsoN is patrolling. 30 seconds. Not going to hit the shot. SunPayus posted up. Flash in response, just trading blows, trading places. 25 and counting, and they are coming back into his domain. syrsoN another. No hope. Alex to try and find some. Oh, yeah, no fun for him. Maybe the distraction would work nicely, but death's walking into faveN. And it looks like OT number 2. We're going to go straight back in, stay on the sides you were. And so Big Climb, they deal with it. They'll get another try.
Yeah, mopoz there, just trying to take that ramp space early. Krimbo has been playing behind that smoke quite a lot there, so trying to best him in a bit of a 50-50, and Krimbo getting the better of that was huge. The way that kicked that round off in style, and then it continued to fall apart from there, just handling the business big. Let's see what the difference makers are going to be. SunPayus is not into an AWP here, but they are heading with the lion's share of their members back towards Yard. tabseN's attempt to go aggressive this time, and tabseN, he's in the thick of things, steps on out one. He's going to get a second there, but traded eventually by Alex.
Love to see Big throw that aggression into the mix. I mean, they know how well the rounds have played out with an early advantage. Why not force the issue? They're going to lose a lot of their map control by committing 3 down here. It's all or nothing then.
They used a lot of utility as well just to get the smoke. Whoa, what? That's a freebie right there. Overstepping the mark, isn't he?
Yeah, he wanted info, but he gets a 3v3.
Got the info.
They get the sight. Yeah, wow, that is such a costly death.
They need to take some real estate here for this post plant, but they don't want to overstep the mark. So that's a fine line that I'm painting here, because when they've walked slowly into positions, Big have just scalped them. So the Riders, they need to determine what is integral and what they can give on up.
2 walking down secret, so it's going to be very close in terms of the time upon arrival. They're even bothering to boost. Respect to Big for being diligent, but yeah, they do have to pick up the pace now, and Loudly starting to trundle in. Great headshot, but traded immediately. faveN is no slouch. They have to be defusing soon. Great molly, forces Death's hand. He still takes the frag. Good play. Death's will burn, but the time has concluded in the round as well. Nothing for syrsoN to bring through to the next, and we go 19. First of our second overtime picked up by the Movistar Riders, and there's no loud elation, it's just step 1.
This is the thing with this map. If they could win this map now, for the longest time in this game, I was like, oh, they've had a couple of flubbed opportunities. Looks like Big are going to win it. But now it feels like they're starting to get into that driver's seat. Feels like there's 2 drivers right now. They both have 1 foot on either pedal. But the thing is, if Movistar Riders win this map, they qualify in the top 3. Now, look, that doesn't secure them the #1 spot immediately, but it gets them a top 3 at minimum. And that's what we're here for, a playoff position. So just 3 rounds away from getting there now. The change-up is, this time, not so many bodies towards Yard. The top pop might be of the affections for the in-game leader over there with the Riders. Now, deep nade, daviG is going to be able to call that they were close.
Oh, there's a lot of standoffs right now. Everyone's trying to be fruity, and Krimbo's ready for it. No fun and games for you. mopoz having fun, though, as he books syrsoN's just ratting through on the Yard position. Tizian aggression, this time not rewarded. faveN tucked on secret. Now, this does get awkward for Big. I wouldn't write the new boys out, though. They've been fragging up a storm. faveN this time is caught on the jiggle. Alex, good management of his angles. The transfer's not there, and we will see 2-1. 2-0, excuse me. Another one to go. Final round of this one. I've just given Big an extra round. Like, maybe they'll pick it up now anyway.
You're in the future.
Yeah.
You're reading that script that's going on here.
Excuse me, yeah, I've been reading. I got a little confused. I really didn't obviously know how this ends. But Big, they do pick up a lovely opening kill here, so let's keep track of how syrsoN gets it.
This was good by them as well. They actually paced up in terms of taking space. Like they knew that they had the kills that had come their way, but then they quickened up in wanting to go towards that top site. It wasn't waiting out the clock. Look at this from syrsoN, up and over.
Yeah, very aggressive, but spotted and does get away this time. He's not going to be punished in the same way. Good nades in the meantime. And that was enough. They've parked. Now, this is a little different. SunPayus doesn't have the AWP, and that's deliberate, Chad. That's deliberate. He has plenty of funds to go for it. Final round and all that good stuff. So
this is good. When this smoke wall lands, they're so quick. They already have 3 players behind red. So they're going to be able to get over towards Secret really, really fast. So the spam... Oh, they're actually playing ahead of the smokes here. Risky, risky stuff.
Oh, it could have gone even worse, but one down. syrsoN to punish. daviG does get over the flames, and look at the space SunPayus is trying to take. He's already called vents clear. Seizing control of, well, control.
Do they account for this position, though? Do they Molotov Krimbo out? They have 2.
It's pretty standard Molotov for a retake, but will they have it for a site take? 2 coming towards it. Smoke on ramp is great. A Molotov for the other side, so now they can just clear the site.
Where Alex is, he's still outside right now with the bomb on his back. This could still be a fake.
Could still be a fake. daviG needs to clear his dark. He's dropped off. Oh, lovely from Krimbo. Now the pivot to top site is discussed. The bomb's still out yard. Yeah, this one looks like it has fallen apart. Up they come. A chance. Death's just the one, needs more. And that's the end of that. So 2-1. I am from the future. Swapping sides, we get to see now the Movistar Riders' defense.
What are the lottery numbers?
You want to hear them?
Yes.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 1, 4.
Okay, well, didn't specify where the lottery was going to be, so maybe someone of you out there can get a ticket and you can win in any country, anywhere.
Don't, because there are some people on the internet that won't take that seriously. And
But they think you're from the future. If we had invented time travel, and you had gone to the future just to see that Big were going to win one extra round,
but I just
what are you doing with time travel?
What if I get a tweet from bloody
You've wasted it.
Bill and Ted, and they send me a message saying, "Hey mate, I put my life savings on that number. I trusted you."
Well, lotto ticket, you don't need. That's the thing with a lotto ticket.
It's
you only
just
need to get
quid.
one set of numbers.
Yeah, you're right.
So you don't need it. You don't need to get a lot.
only a
Just the
pound.
one set of numbers.
Yeah, all right.
But unless someone's life savings is that amount of money,
True.
then you would be accurate.
And I would be in trouble.
Yeah, but I think you're worried about someone going and blowing like 50K or something like that.
Yeah, that would have worried.
No, you'll be fine. Don't
What if
worry
they bought
about it.
50,000 tickets?
What would be the point in that?
You get
You only need
50,000
one.
chances to win.
Of what the same notes that you only need this one set of numbers. That's
Change one number 50,000 times.
if you're right and you're from the future, it won't make
Listen,
any difference.
probability is a very complex conundrum for the mathematicians, and we get to see the big plan top take. They don't get all the pieces for it, though.
Yeah, what's the probability on a 4v5?
Yeah, I'd argue about 30% for big plan here. But now about 15 and about 5. Krimbo, syrsoN up against the entire CT squad.
Are they going to account for this, right? Krimbo has been lurking yard consistently with tabseN on some of these scenarios.
Takes balls to come around that corner, pre-aim in heaven.
Well, daviG, he's just above you, mate. There it is. They know where he is.
Why do I, every time I see Krimbo in a clutch, expect him to...
We expect him to win a 1-on-5.
No, but to expect him to just make it awkward for them. He doesn't go down without a fight, does Krimbo. He's got a big brain on him.
But this is 21 for the Riders, right? So this is massive stuff here. And again, it's SunPayus, right? That AWP, it gets 3 kills in the round, but the key would be that opening kill that he was able to pick on up on towards tabseN, because that takes that yard prong completely out of the equation here. Even though Krimbo comes through, it's way too late. And I think the second AWP in the hands of mopoz right here might seal the deal.
SunPayus has got to be the AWPer that you can count on, you know? Like, he's very much got the closing element as well, but he's just hitting everything you dream of your AWPer to provide. An opening kill when it's given to him. The gimmies are given. You get to see SunPayus find his second here onto the top side, just from continuing to be that rotation presence.
It has been pretty crazy for SunPayus during all of this, right? Just taking a quick look, he's 5-1 in terms of opening duels. But then you have Alex, who's been involved in 15 opening duels, and he's won 10, lost 5.
Oh,
so
respect
those two
that.
players right there getting really involved in the openings of these rounds. And this AWP, if it can find another one, look, it's posted more aggressively this time round. That's a tag.
Wow.
Nice shot.
Yeah, that is a quickie. They have gone dry, just straight across. So this gets awkward now. Movistar Riders, they've got opportunities. 2 rounds, 2 chances. Alex, completely unprepared, and that's the bonus of not smoking it. You know, you're just going to not assume. No one made it across. They've thread the needle, a bit of a betrayed barrel, but mopoz down.
Deaths need this.
He's not ready for deaths.
He really needs this.
He shouldn't be ready for deaths.
Well, he's put himself in a bit more of a predictable angle right now over towards ramp. This is in between multiple thought processes, deaths, I think. This is an angle that you might even be pre-clearing if you are faveN going to jiggle around the corner, right? Oh, ramp aggression? I should be ready for that. Deaths has put him in a spot, himself in a spot where he has to worry about so much here. I know they are in a 3-on-5 situation, but Not ideal.
So worried about everything.
You can get timing at any point in this. tabseN's over towards Secret with the bomb. 45 seconds. Maybe Big will fall foul to the clock here.
They could, yeah. More of a Movistar Rider play.
They go around to heaven, though. This is where SunPayus and daviG are.
Didn't work out for deaths.
They're both lower,
did get caught, and they are both lower. So it looks like we're going to have to go all the way to the 6th round of our second overtime for our first map of our first game today.
Well, this is what Big did to us yesterday against players, remember? They had the opening affair there on Vertigo, and that one went all the way, and so did Ancient. Players did get across the line with that one in a 2-0, but it was labored. They had to work hard for it. Well, they know... Whoa, well, they had a good idea. That was a great shot from daviG, and almost the second. He's going to convert at range, but the 3-on-2 situation would require SunPayus to fly up this ladder and grab this close T-vent kill.
Yeah, I mean, he's been good.
If he flashes, he gets a flash. That's not bad.
Bang. Not going to happen today. And daviG, he's done a lot for them, but not enough to convert. So we will head to the final round of our second overtime.
Oh, okay.
There's no real financial woes.
No.
Just keeping track of that 12-5 and its ramifications in these close games. Everyone gets everything, which is what we want to see.
You can even get upgraded pistols if you'd like, right? You could buy P250s or Deagles just to make sure you had an upgraded sidearm. There's no reason not to spend the money that you have left over, because if this one goes 21-21, we go to a break and we'll come back and we'll do it all again. But let's see, can the Riders get it done here in the second OT on their map choice?
It can happen quickly, so strap in. syrsoN goes for an aggressive squeaky maneuver, looking to punish that main player in Alex. Lots of opening duels for him. Good nade to punish syrsoN, but a bit shy.
Smoked off now and denied, so this is where tabseN comes into play. We'll have the biff with Alex over towards the yard position. Now tabseN likes to just park it here, right? Doesn't show himself, and he can activate late. Smoke wall to be lined up. We've already seen this one come out once or twice before from Big. Krimbo going to do it all from this same standing spot, so he's been donated an extra smoke to help facilitate tabseN here. In the open, just throwing a standard one there, tabseN, to help with the crawl across.
It's Alex's responsibility. Now you can see what he's got, his head on a swivel. The only exploitation is if they work warehouse pre-fade. But they're coming through just on the timing. Oh, lovely headshot. This can fall apart quick. mopoz does deliver one. The whole game hangs in the balance. Death lives on. Not ready for Hut. Hit shot from syrsoN and only daviG. He's in the heavens. He is being hunted and he's considered it. tabseN. Oh, we'll finish it right there and then. So, we need to catch our breath. This game keeps on going. Nuke still yet to be delivered. Movistar Riders and Big Clan, they'll be back, and so will we in just a minute.
NK is now our coach, like 4 months ago. He changed us a bit, I would say. We are now more structured and we have like a more healthier plan outside of the game, and he's also more calm than the other ones, I would say, and he's also pushing us to the limit than before. So he's doing a quite good job, I would say. 1,000
years before it occurred to anyone to use their wall. And Counter-Strike players were playing with the Krieg and the Org in the game for 7 years before it occurred to anyone that maybe they were good guns.
Turned out they were great guns.
Turns out they were great guns. Sometimes humans, we just like to continue the rituals and not ask too many questions.
Yeah, questions, they make things difficult, but we had a couple of questions to ask here. You said 7,000, then 7. Maybe we have 7 overtimes coming everybody's way. 21-21. Now the magic number this time round, you're going to add 4 to the current score. That's going to be 25 that we're looking for here. Step right up, get your overtimes here as we have Big on the T side.
21-21. Guardian Angel Hour. Let's see as they go.
Oh, here we go again. I'm excited for this.
Plan boost.
Yeah, give it to us again, boys. Come on.
It's a triple jobby.
All right, now, hey, future pros. So what you want to do is get you and 2 other future pros. The bottom future pro, we'll call him FP3. He's going to be the totem. FP2, you're going to boost the AWP player, who we'll call FP1 up to the top.
And
did you like that?
It was good, except this is a possible counter.
Oh, this is a smoke kill and a wallbang kill. Yeah, and a player was pushing.
And daviG's dead too. SunPayus has got the bomb though. This is about to be a very weird 1v4. What?
Was that live?
NL?
We can't hear them anymore. So I don't know if you at home can hear them. Let us know if they're being loud on the social medias. But one of the things that's quite strange with a round like that is if you have a player who's flanking yard all the way, one of the things that you want to do is not die.
Yeah,
right?
but
It's key to not die.
This is how they died. So,
Spamming back.
spam back and immediately died.
And then playing behind a smoke.
Wow, that was unique. That was a unique set of circumstances to give the first round to the T-side campaign.
Here we go again. Let's do it again.
Right, well, it worked. Maybe some
You want
pilots...
to do your best Rush impression?
hey, future pros, find your... No, I can't do it. He's too good at it.
He is too good at it.
Too good at it.
Yeah, he does nail it.
To the left center of the smudge, just under the awning.
You'll be able to see straight through this window.
Happy fragging. Maybe you'll be lucky enough to catch a rotator. Happy fragging. He doesn't say happy fragging.
No, he
but
doesn't.
Maybe he could.
No, I think, well, he's already got one trademark, which
What's
is
that?
Hey Future Pros.
Yeah, but he needs that's his opener. He needs to find a natural closer.
Oh, mate, he always has something different for the
Does,
closer.
yeah. It's always very diverse.
That's, you know, that's all right.
Oh, I love it. And SunPayus, he's kind of mixed it up with an alternative approach. There is a potential for him getting walked on here.
Well, if he is a pin pulled, maybe he swings.
Yeah. Krimbo staring at the floor. Krimbo staring at the floor. Go on.
Heard the pin.
Now SunPayus is going to strike. SunPayus. No. Come on, mate.
There he is.
Hey, there you go. And now a second built on top of it. So revenge has been served. mopoz, don't be greedy. Goes one and done. Still should be enough to convert the round. syrsoN going sweeping for SunPayus, but he's long gone. Alex has caught the Tizzy in short progression. And syrsoN with a stylish combination of surfing has led to a very quick flick. 4 remain, but he just doesn't have the time to play his game. And Hut should be in the position to deny.
He has the bomb, right? This would...
Oh my God, he
There's
has
an
the bomb.
opportunity now.
This
Yeah,
is a
he's
real
got
one.
util. He can win this.
He certainly can. Just a second to spare. syrsoN looking to head to decon. He could be denied. The molly's not there. Nade is, but he knows. He's got an idea of where they both are now. His threatening presence continues, dumping his util to maneuver.
Really
He's playing this so well. If he can try and close the gap, yeah, SunPayus has no idea. He's playing this to perfection, but spotted eventually just as the potential for the punish came through.
Yeah, that would have been a real round to fall apart after SunPayus gets the double towards outside, right? Imagine if they lost that one. That would have really sucked. So a decent attempt there from syrsoN, but we're once again tied up. 22-22. Difficult to pip these teams, and that's why we find ourselves in OT number 3. So you see this, the pins get pulled, and yeah, Krimbo actually caught him there on the jiggle. Guess he didn't see it. Could have been looking at the radar, could have been looking elsewhere at a teammate's screen. But that's a stylish one there from syrsoN in the no-scope, ready for it in the vent. The shotgun AWP right in the belly. And this was good for SunPayus, basically doing it all at this point.
You can see how close it was to going wrong, and up until he spotted him, he was functioning under the expectation that he was going to be behind the site. So we're right back in. It is just going to be trading blows consistently. Can a T-side post 2?
No one's rotated B just yet. Someone's going to have to get down here quick, smart. I think SunPayus would be the man to do it with the AWP, and he has dropped lower, so this is good, but util can displace him very quickly here.
Oh my God, Davy just rounding the corner. Fortunately, SunPayus is there, but the repeat from syrsoN, get pre-aimed, absolutely razzles his dazzle.
Who's watching the vent now? Because it's looking like they're going to go vent or back towards secret. Oh, never mind, changing their mind. mopoz is flanking. They can't get out, but faveN spotted this.
Wow, good shot onto Alex, and that was the typical yard player, so that might lead them to believe that there is another one. SunPayus is having a real game here. 43 frags and counting, and jumping into mopoz is faveN. So
another Krimbo clutch attempt here. He's had a few of these.
He has, and let's see, this one looks a little more promising than the last. If he can get a nice individual duel onto deaths, which he doesn't seem ready for, we'll go to a 2-round CT haul. That's a pretty par for the course as of yet. Now the question will be if the Movistar Riders can break through. Will they have a new game plan? Will they try a round that's previously worked?
The top XX they started accounting for from big, they were playing more numbers towards top side. But both teams are basically just throwing whatever they can at the wall right now and hoping it sticks. But SunPayus, again, a great game from him. Really, really having to do an awful lot here. In rounds, he's finding so much impact. Alex, over towards yard early. We've seen how this biff goes. He can get the space, but it's not always the easiest time against syrsoN and tabseN. Going back to line up these smokes towards yard here. One more time. mopoz, he was doing well early getting vent space as well, and now he's going to try his luck over towards ramp. It is just Krimbo isolated towards this position. Deep molly, licks him up, forces him back, and here comes the rotate of syrsoN. So they are rejigging this one.
Yeah, they're going to have to try and tuck him in time. This is going to be very threatening now. Really is going to make the trophy feel very tight, and that's just the freest of frags. mopoz down. Nice bait and switch. syrsoN and Krimbo, the ramp setup. They read it, and they lock it down double to shut them out.
Yeah, and this round should be over here as well, because tabseN's already towards lower. They still have smokes left over too. They have a molly. Even if they try and walk out squeaky door here, you're just going to get swung on.
At least they get 3 pieces here to crunch together, but it can end so quickly. daviD's got to clear his corners. No one's clearing CT vent.
No one's even going to consider it.
Oh, well, there's a trade. faveN on the site, though, puts the bomb loose. And now deaths, at least elevated, will have the element of surprise. Dumping his util and doesn't really have the time for a big play. He's done well to try and catch syrsoN, but just out of sync. Just baits the shot, and he does turn tail. 13 seconds. As deaths has got every single vantage point occupied by an enemy, and he'll fake it out for no reason. Krimbo secure. Nice double from him, but it's more importantly that he not only read that he needed ramp, but he asked for help.
Yeah, that's huge there, you know, because he could have been overrun. They were clearly trying to isolate him. I think having tabseN drop lower and then jiggle peeking with the smoke, it buys that buffer where syrsoN can drop on back and they can keep that total setup. So that's on a timer as well, because you expect if they're going to crawl around towards heaven that they'd use a little bit more utility to help get them there. 23-23.
Talking of turtles, I didn't realize that they can feel when you touch their shells.
Oh.
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? So when you stroke them...
It was meant to be like their armor. I didn't think you could feel through armor.
Yeah.
This could be top Poppy here. Alex quite quickly on towards main, and straight on in he goes. Needs the top hut kill.
That's huge. syrsoN, he will get it. Oh, strafing around. tabseN gets one, but ramp lost. Krimbo overrun. This is going to be a very quick state of affairs. tabseN, you can see he will to try and keep them delayed with a smoke of his own, so now he can hide behind the site and take another fight. They will look for the response, though. deaths has found it. Now with the man advantage and the bomb down, syrsoN and tiziaN advancing. Lots of time for this one to play out. Can change if the bomb gets planted anytime soon. daviD's responsibility. Now they feel like they have security.
So have another molly here to throw as well for daviD. There it goes, so...
Pius, dead. Nice find from tiziaN. He preemptively prepared for it. syrsoN from the double doors, and there's a lot of time. This bomb's going to feel like it's in slow motion for daviD and deaths. Gets the info, syrsoN.
Good info.
And daviD has held his fight. If he lost to tiziaN, it gets very uncomfortable for deaths. But now, yeah, burning him out, daviD will be isolated and cooked, but... time. syrsoN probably has to hit the first shot out of his AWP, and it's not going to happen. deaths secures 24. And I've lost track. This is our...
Need 25.
25th round required for the Movistar Riders. Or we go again. Third overtime.
This time there's no break this time, so we go again into the fourth. And then after the fourth, if we go to the fifth, then we need a break. But as we mentioned...
they come in pairs.
Yeah, they come in pairs.
That's pretty self-explanatory, pretty understandable.
So there's going to be... I think 7 overtimes here today before we separate the two.
First map of the day, boys, and it's gone for over 2 hours.
It's all these clutches these guys get left in. None of them have felt winnable at all. But let's see. Alex, give us something here. An opening would be great. Lurking around the smokes. tabseN to find.
Yeah, this is always a fun engagement. tabseN just looked away. Alex will slap him. And we've got a 2-for-1 deal. They're into the top side thanks to daviD. A headshot from faveN puts the bomb loose for a second, but they have the site. SunPayus coming in behind as well. He has a smoke and drop that main, would completely nullify the syrsoN AWP entry point. They're piecing it together themselves. Everything to play for. 2 clicks and Movistar will have weathered this very, very arduous storm. It's their pick. Big have made them work. And here comes syrsoN, util dropping in from both points. And already isolating Krimbo, only syrsoN. Looks like the Spaniards might have broken through. syrsoN does push through, and now not ready for mopoz. It concludes Only took us the double OT, double trouble. We will, however, be back to break it down at the desk. Wow, first map in the bank. Movistar Riders take their pick. A lot of individuals that were brought up on the desk. SunPayus was in your head-to-head, and he's at the top of the scoreboard as well.